Let's get it on. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Jason again. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And here we are with our next video assignment. Well, reflecting back in the course, right? I apologize if I look down my notes a little too much. Can't really remember everything that's on the paper, so bear with me. Nothing really surprised me. I've been around the block a little bit. And things that came up, I really thought, and I'm glad they came up. However, I do want to thank everybody for their time and their thoughtful discussions and comments, because they just make the class a joy to be in. I've been in classes where the discussions are just the bare minimum and not interesting to read, and they don't take the time to comment, and we can't start any kind of discourse or communication. And this class has really been fun. I really enjoyed it. What did I find interesting? Well, I'm a big fan of music, and I really found the chapter on music interesting, especially the origins of music, how popular music really started at a place called Tin Pan Alley in New York. And I really enjoyed learning about the history of that. So I really like that. My overall impression, I think this class is crucial for people nowadays, because you got to learn how to critically think as you're going through life and understand what every type of media is throwing stuff at you. You have to be able to understand and critically think about what's coming at you, or you're going to be taken advantage of. Whether it's who to vote for, what to buy, you have to have situational awareness of it. So that, I really like this class. And like I said, hey, to all my fellow students in the class, thank you for making it not a boring class. Now, impact. Yes, there are a lot of media out there, TV, radio, music, whatever, and they don't all make the same impact, right? Books are kind of on the downswing because people don't have the time. Podcasts, on the other hand, they're on the upswing. People can do what they want, go to the gym, they can drive, and I use podcasts when I drive and go to the gym, and that's my main time and my main source of getting information about what's going on in life. Not my only source, but it's a big one, right? Because especially nowadays, you really gotta keep up to date on all the information coming at you. Now, the most impactful media, I think, is TV. TV has a way to elicit emotion. They put a visual element in with what is coming at you verbally or audibly, and they really have a platform that kind of pokes you in the eye and makes you feel something. And this kind of started right during the Vietnam War era, when that was the first time Americans sitting at home saw really what was going on via pictures and video, and that was really moving and real powerful. And only TV has the power to do that, because it's being broadcast to everybody's home. It's free. You don't really have to pay for it. Yeah, you pay for cable and everything, but you really don't have to pay for TV. Movies and things like that, you have to. So I think that makes it the most impactful media platform. All right, let's talk about some forms of media. Music. I'm a big music guy. If you can't tell, I got my guitars here in my little corner that I'm talking to you. Music makes the world go round. For me personally. I think it has a way to touch people that no other media can. I've cried listening to a song before. Remind me of my father. Struck a nerve, started to tear up. And only music has been able to do that for me. I think our culture as Americans is intertwined with music. And the cool thing is, music's going through a very big change right now. You used to have to go to a record store or a music store to find new music, spend your hard-earned money, and possibly get you buy a CD or a tape. You don't like it, you're stuck with it. Now, with these streaming services that are out there, all the new technology that's been involved, or evolved, actually, I should say is a better word for it. It has allowed us to have any type of music at right within our grasp, right? If you want to listen to old blues, you can look it up and listen to it. If you want to listen to Spanish rock, you can look it up and listen to it. It's kind of cool for me and my daughter. I'm trying to expose my daughter to all types of music. And whatever I want to have her listen to, kind of put that bug in her ear, literally the bug, the music bug, to kind of influence her taste, because I want her to understand what music is. And I can introduce her to anything I want. It's kind of cool, proud dad moment. She's a big fan of the song Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones. She doesn't ask for it all the time, but we're in the truck. She does ask for it by name, and she sings along with it, which is really cool for me. Kind of a proud dad moment. So that's music. Let's go right into the kind of a intertwined media form, but radio. I grew up listening to radio. I go to bed with the radio on, and I wake up with the radio on. When I was in the shower, I'd have the radio on. In the car, I'd have the radio on. When I was younger, my whole life revolved almost around the radio. And because that's how we got our music. Yeah, we go buy CDs, but it's because of what we heard on the radio that influenced us to buy those CDs. Now, yeah, that's changing, right? With radio, there's a lot of things. I don't know a whole lot of people, or a whole lot of people who listen just to terrestrial radio, your regular radio. There's a couple good stations around that I'll flip through, but I don't even listen to it right now because, one, there's too many ads, too many people talking, when I just want to listen to music. So I listen to satellite radio. Hey, it's much more convenient. Now, it's getting a little overbearing with a lot of the ads they have too. When I first got satellite radio, it was no ads, you pay for it, you get this awesome service that has all this music, and it was great. Now they got a lot of ads with the music, and it's kind of overbearing. But, you know, it's just a natural evolution of something, right? Satellite radio, I have a lot more choices than I have with just terrestrial radio up here. Now, one thing with radio, podcasts. I'm a big fan of podcasts. I listen to, I'd say 75 to 80% of what I listen to are podcasts. Nothing else out there gives you a long form platform to be able to listen to somebody and listen to their whole thought or their whole view of something like podcasts do. Now, you can see an interview on TV with somebody or hear it on the radio, but they only have a short amount of time to get what they want to get out. If you watch the debates on TV with all these political figures, they only have a minute to answer a question. With these podcasts, there's podcasts that I'll tell you what, you can hear somebody's full stance on an issue and even understand a lot of the nuances that are in that issue. And you know, I can't speak highly enough about them. And you can find podcasts at whatever your interests are, right? Like I said in the chapter, I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan. You know, that brings me another point. You know, with podcasts, they don't get censored, right? So you can get the honest answers out of somebody without worrying if they're going to offend somebody or say the wrong word and get it bleeped out. It's very less measured than something you're going to see on TV. But like I said, I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan. He has a lot of really, really interesting and relevant guests. Andy Stumpf with the Cleared Hot podcast. I don't. My political views go a little. I'm more centrist than other. So for the liberal side, I'll listen to something like Pod Save America, and they have some good shows. On the right side, I'll listen to something like Drinking Bros, which they have more relevant. They're actually a veteran podcast, which really appeals to me since I'm a veteran. So, but hey, that's video assignment number 2 for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. At least, hopefully, I wasn't rambling on too much. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a great night and take care.